Uncle John.
Hello, my love. Oh, hello. Hello, Tony. I'm doing movie. Should we go on movie?
A kiss from Diamond.
Sorry.
Oh, it's good, wasn't it? Was it good? Yeah, it's taking a
Is that a video or a photo?
Yeah.
Yes, I think we've got the reading.
Get it to read it.
Yeah, we've got the reading. The Malvern Hills, and I actually found myself laughing, and I really thought this was such a lovely thing to do with someone brand new. And I wasn't really quite sure how this would go with Tony the first time we were meeting each other, so I brought with me a book. And actually the book is here also on the cake, a little book, and I've got the book in my bag of props. And it was this book. And this book was actually bought for me by my cousin, who's here somewhere, Deborah. Deborah bought me this book a very long time ago, and it's the nation's favourite Shakespeare. Well, I did happen to know that Tony was fond of Shakespeare, so I thought, well, if the conversation runs a bit dry, I'll fish out my book and I'll test him. I'll just see how well he knows his Shakespeare. Well, I have to say, I must say to Tony's children, your father knows his Henry IV from his Henry V, because he did very, very well.
He didn't tell us.
So I thought it might be rather good if we tested him again.
Oh, no!
Here we go. Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? That's quite easy, isn't it, really? Unfortunately, Romeo, well, Juliet, what's it called? Romeo and Juliet. It's actually a tragedy, so, you know, it's not really a love story. But anyway, this was in my rucksack. So what else have I got in my rucksack? I've got a pair of shoes. So these shoes I actually wore, well, it's a very similar pair of shoes I wore the day I met Tony for the very first time. Now, they're not glamorous, they're very flat and they're quite boring, but I loved my brown flat shoes. But they were very sad and very sorry for themselves. So at Christmas this year, what did Santa Claus bring for me? But a new pair of brown flat shoes, which I have to say had to be sourced, because you can no longer just float into any old clock shop and buy these shoes. So Tony must have spent quite some time, I think, looking for these brown shoes. And that's one other reason why Tony is special to me, because he really takes time out to think about me. But I think other people too. Now then, another thing in my bag is this. Now there's somebody here who might recognise my shampoo. Maria. Hello. So we went to spend a weekend with Maria and Pete. Hello, Pete. And I had to borrow some of your shampoo, Maria. And afterwards, I was saying to Tony, oh, my hair feels lovely after using your shampoo. I wouldn't mind some for my very own.